My wife and I just took in a shittiest motel in the city. It was filthy and smelling and could probably collapse at any minute. Normally we would try to find a nice hotel, but we were tired and the closest place to our apartment. We awoke in the middle of the night night by the police at our building, saying that the building had been evacuated for safety and their investigation series of murders occurred there recently. We plan to run in place anyway, not just tonight. I guess it's as good we're out of there now and away from the deranged killer. But as I can focus on now is sleep. In the middle of the night, I was tired beyond belief. I got a key and dragged myself to the room, bags behind me, eyes half closed and asleep. My lazy wife doesn't even care and courtesy to help me with my things. She just limps armlessly behind me like a zombie. We eventually get to the door with peeling paint, scratch marks, and a nailed number to the door. Heavily the nights flickered. I fumbled around the key until the door creaks open. As I enter the temporary home, I don't even bother to turn the lights on. With both hands occupied by bags. Besides, I don't even need to discuss the rooms it is. I don't want to discourage my precious sleep. I put my bags down somewhere randomly and feel around for the bed. I guess my wife had the same idea. She shuts the door behind me and flops on the bed without flipping a switch. Without even thinking, my mind, my body, effortless into a deep, comfortable sleep. Suddenly my eyes flashed open without consciousness. I didn't hear the noise or anything, but something just had woken me up for some reason. I felt a strange of energy, as I haven't been asleep at all. Normally it would take me a few minutes to function 100%, but not tonight. There's something about tonight that's strange. I hop on my bed and begin to walk towards the door and turn on the lights. I just get a foot of my bed and on the wall. I noticed something on the wall. I looked outside and noticed something strange. It was so dark out there as it is in here. Normally a moonlit imagery, but it was just pitch black. Memorizing a blank stare out the window. A darkness shapes becomes a form. Slowly the body of the man forms. He's standing out there, a few feet away from me. The energy I once had put a blur looking in fear. It's too dark to sense the fear or see his face. But I don't know, he's the killer. The twisted freak has followed me and waited to the right time to strike. I hope he's going to I think he's going to mutilate me and my wife. I want to run, I want to scream, but there's nothing about the way he's standing there, staring at me, restricting any of my actions. He won't make a sound. He won't move a muscle. He just stands out there, blankly staring in the darkness. A few minutes or just staring back at him, I noticed something. I was surprised and I didn't know silly. He's holding something. As I shift my focus to face his arm, he noticed he's gripping someone's arm. Just as I looked at it, he pulled the falling shadow in view. A woman. I can see her trying to force her arm out of his grip. And what he does, the lunatic won't for a second break his stare. He continues to glare at me. I shift my focus from her body to her face as her first scream and crying. That's when I began to hear. She screams for someone, anyone, but no one is in my direction. Her shrieks come outside. The sound is not all muffled glass. Gradually cries went louder and louder until they became just a shriek. It offends me as it presses my ears. The noise is enough to make them insane. I want to collapse my hands and cry. Hold the noise to stop, anything to end it, but I remain paralyzed. The man continues to stare at me. Abruptly, I began to. As the man pulls her into view, he wraps his claws around her neck, and if a shriek finally ends, the pioneers had a sigh of relief. Then when I noticed the horrible scene pouring from my eyes, when the killer's thumps hearing the woman's throat, she grasps one of his wrist and starts crawling her nails into his skin, but he doesn't budge. He remains motionless, fixed on me. Her resistance grows weaker and weaker until her body is completely limp as the woman falls to the floor. The man falls to her side. It's my turn now. That demon has something planned for me. Or he prepared himself to stare towards and talk to this woman, then just leave me. But he doesn't move. I am waiting for him to burst through the window, but he doesn't. He just stands there motionless, staring at me, staring back. I feel like I'm paralyzed. His eyes are closed on mine, and I'm just terrified. I just saw him. Slowly, his shape begins to vague. A dark zooms out vision. This is how he's gonna get me. Recklessly blind, while conscience slips to my mind, the demon's waiting. Has finally paid off. I wake from myself laying up for the bed. Must be morning, but it's been dark as this last night. No difference but light sliver light under the door. Atomic memories from when I take form. I get up and turn the light switch. I flip the lights on and quickly turn around and inspect the room. When I see forces to fall, my tears stream across my face. In the middle of the room lies my beautiful wife, motionless, on the ground. I could crawl her toward his lifeless body, neckly heavily bruised. My eyes darted around the room in panic, hopes to find an explanation. Slowly, I begin to realize that something in my mind is seized to stir. My heart shrivel up and sink. There are no windows in this room. All that lies on the walls is a single mirror hanging at the foot of the bed.